So congratulations. I'm only a few episodes in, so I'm trying not to talk about spoilers today, but this show is so gripping and so engaging. So congratulations. I wonder if I could start with you, Peter, because Haggerty is such an intriguing character who could have easily been like a caricature of a powerful man, a corrupt man, but you managed to elicit so much empathy and sympathy from the character. How would you begin to unpack him?
Just really by using your imagination and trying to think, how has this person arrived at this point in his life? Obviously, I was lucky enough to be involved in the project from the beginning. So when Paul Ruttman was writing it and when the other writers were involved in the scripts, they knew it was going to be me, so they gave him my face, and he looks like me and talks like me. So that was very useful. I think I just wanted to do something that was, I wanted to show that he was complicated, but at the same time, the challenge of the part was not revealing anything, because that's what he does. He hides. But so even though one could prepare thoughts about what he had been through in his life, generally as an actor you would be revealing that, but I was hiding it. So that was something I hadn't done before. So that was interesting.
Amazing. And you have these wonderful cat and mouse scenes with Cush. How was it filming those scenes?
Fantastic. I mean, I really enjoyed doing those with Cush, and it's something that Tom and I did as well, because the scenes we had were incredibly intense also, but without actually discussing it, and Cush and I were saying this, because she was here yesterday, we just decided not to rehearse. So I knew, and I knew, because Cush is so good, she would do stuff that would be unexpected and that I wouldn't know. So I wanted the camera to record us discovering those things, as opposed to us practicing them. And it's the same as when we did our scenes. It's good to just, let's not do this over and over again and then shoot it. Let's just shoot it and see what happens.
Amazing. It's incredibly done. And turning to you, Tom, because Errol is like this kind of incarcerated man. There's so many incarcerated men in prison who have probably been wrongly convicted. How did you begin to research a character like Errol?
I think in my own personal journey, I did feel kind of caged at that particular point in my life. So for me, obviously I grew up in Peckham, and friends, family, cousins, these stories are not really new. They're not out of reach for me. So I had too much places to gather things from and stories from. And I think on the day, for me, it's about the words that Paul wrote, the scenes, and just being in the moment, and knowing my intentions and knowing where to be at what particular time. Like, I've got a very simple way. Like, I would have been nice to tell you, I read this book about this, but that's kind of my process. And you'd be surprised, you kind of draw a lot of juice from that, being in the moment, yeah.
Amazing.
But also it's a thing of, the part that Tom plays is really the heart of the show. So it's really important that the actor who plays that role has an essence about them that people can empathise with and believe in. And Tom has that. He is it's a kind of charisma that reaches out beyond his scenes. Which was absolutely vital for us for the rest of the show.
There was a scene where Cush meets my character for the first time. So I had been in jail for 12 years before this point, and I was kind of like down, and she's trying to say, "Come on," and then she mentions my stepson's name, and I kind of light up. That was the little bit of hope I had. And then we cut, and Cush has this really emotional moment where she actually burst into tears, and she said to me, she's like, "That, the way you delivered that, it's like that could have been my son, that could have been my brother, I felt like you were speaking for all of those incarcerated souls." And in my head, I was just thinking, damn, did I do the scene good? Because it was the first take.
Yeah.
So that's for me was like what I needed to know that I was in the right spot. Even not that Cush must cry for me to get, but you know, it was the barometer for me. Yeah.
Well, amazing. Well, thank you so much for talking with me today. I can't wait to finish the series, and good luck with the rest of your day. Thank you so
very
much.
much.
Thank
Nice to see you. Thanks for coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!